Hello everyone, today back with another Minecraft statue tutorial. Today we're going to be building the Reaper from Blade 2. This is the main villain of Blade 2 for those of you who don't know. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this started. So to build the Reaper, you're going to need black concrete, block of coal, black wool, brown terracotta, polished andesite, polished tuff, brown concrete, gray wool, brown wool, light gray concrete, cyan terracotta, yellow wool, polished tuff slab, and polished black stone button. So, to start off the Reaper, we are going to do a row of 8 with your black concrete. Next row, we're going to do 1 black concrete, 2 blocks of coal, 2 black concretes, 2 blocks of coal, 1 black concrete. We're then going to do 3 rows of black wool. Next row, we are going to do 1 brown terracotta on the ends of the row, bring those forward by 1. And then fill everything in the middle with black wool. Next row, we are going to place on top of these brown terracottas we brought forward, we're going to take them up by 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. And behind those, we're just going to place brown concretes. And then what we're going to do is we're going to fill this entire middle section in with brown wool, like that. We are then, with our polished tuff, we're going to place a polished tuff here and here, then a polished andesite on top of those, and then a polished tuff on top of those. We are then going to place 2 brown terracottas on top of those, with black wool in the middle. And then we are going to place on top of these brown terracottas here 1, 2, and 3 brown concretes, just like this. And then next to these, we're going to place a single brown wool, and we're just going to fill in this top row with black wool. Then with our gray wool, we're going to place 2 gray wools just right here and 1 gray wool right here, and that will start his scarf that he's wearing, and that's actually the front of the legs completely done. While we're here, we're just going to go ahead and do the sides of the legs, so they're pretty simple. We're going to drag everything back by 3, so 1, 2, and 3. Drag that back, then 3 rows of black wool, 1 row of brown terracotta, and then the rest is entirely brown concrete. That's that side done. Moving on to the other side, it is the exact same. Just like that. And then for the back of the statue, while we're here, it's pretty plain. We're going to do 2 rows of black concrete, 3 rows of black wool, 1 row of brown terracotta, and then fill the rest in with brown concrete. By the way, this character really reminds me of Hush from DC Comics, like the design. So whenever you guys finally do see Hush on the channel, it'll look similar to this. Not quite, but it'll look similar. Wink, wink. Moving on to the torso. First thing we're going to do is these brown wools here. We're going to place 2 brown wools right here, and then we're going to take them up by 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then drag this row down as well. So just like this. Going in here, we're going to place 1 block of coal right here and here, and then 2 polished andesites in the middle, and then we're going to fill this entire middle section in with black concrete minus 3 blocks. These 2 middle blocks up here are going to be, we actually need the light gray concrete. going to make those light gray concrete, and we're also going to make this block light gray concrete, and then we're just going to fill everything else in with black concrete. Then what we're going to do, we're going to need the cyan terracotta. We're going to place one cyan terracotta here and one right here. And then with our gray wool, we're going to place 2 gray wools right here, 3 gray wools right here, bring it over by 2, and then we're going to go down by 2, 1, 2, go right by 2, 1, 2, and then we're going to take this all the way down to that one. And then for this one here, we're going to go up by 3, 1, 2, and 3, right by 1, and then all the way up, which will give us this. This is his scarf. So that's actually the front of the statue done, or the torso, I should say. Moving on to the arms, we're going to, let me just place some temporary blocks here. We're going to place 2 light gray concretes here and then 2 black concretes. Do the same thing on the other side. Just like that. And then on top of these, we're going to do an additional row of black concrete. Then we're going to do a row of brown terracotta. And then we are just going to fill out, we don't need the cyan terracotta anymore. We're just going to fill out the rest of the arms with brown concrete. And then once you've done that, we are going to add 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 brown wools just right here, which will give us the collar. I'm going to fill those in. Moving on to the other side is the exact same. So we're going to do a row of black concrete, then a row of brown terracotta, and then the rest is brown concrete. And then 4 brown wools on the top here. Just like that. So that's actually the front of the statue done. Moving on to the sides, they're pretty simple. We're just going to drag everything back by 3. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, nothing crazy to it. Now the sides here, we're going to fill in 2 rows of brown concrete, and then we're going to do 1 row with brown wool. So make sure to do that. Oh, there we go. So there we go. That's the sides. And then the back is pretty simple. We're going to just fill in pretty much the entirety of the back with brown concrete, minus like these little things on the arms here. And then yeah, the rest is brown concrete. So yeah, this guy, if you don't know who he is, he's like a vampire lord in the Blade comics and in Blade 2. That's about all I can say. He's a vampire. Blade himself is a vampire as well. But yeah. And then we'll go ahead and connect these together in the back with the brown wool. We'll do an additional row underneath that. And then the next row will go in by a row or by a block and then place another row. So just like this. So now for the fun part, the head. The head is a kind of a weird chainmail mesh thing. That's what we were doing down here actually with those blocks. So what we're going to do first is we're going to do the head. So we're not going to do the end blocks. We're going to worry about those later. So we're going to do 2 rows of light gray concrete just right here with our polished black stone buttons. Please work. We're going to place 2 polished black stone buttons right here. And on top of these, we are going to place 2 gray concretes. and then just build light gray concrete to the left and to the right. Next row is an entire row of light gray concrete. Next row, we're going to do one yellow wool, one black wool, two light gray concretes, one black wool, one yellow wool. Next 3 rows are entirely light gray concrete. So 1, 2, and 3. First thing we're going to do is we're going to bring these 2 light gray concretes forward, just like that. And then with our polished black on buttons, we're going to place 2 in the middle here, 4 just right here, and then 2 right here, which will give us this. So that's his face. And so now, moving on to the actual chainmail. So right here, we're going to make this block right here a polished andesite. Same thing right here. This is basically our building block for the pattern. On top of this, we're going to place a polished tuff, so on and so forth. So you should end right here, and then we're going to place another polished tuff just so we're going to go over. So let's go ahead and do the same thing over here. And then we'll go ahead and connect them together. We're going to place 2 polished andesites in the middle. I'm going to place a polished tuff here and here. We don't need the buttons anymore, so you can get rid of those. With our polished tuff, actually, we need polished andesite slabs. I knew we were going to miss a material. I always miss a material. It's always something really minor, too. There they are. Oops. Well, we don't need those anymore. We're going to place these slabs underneath these polished tuffs here, just like that. So that is the front of the build done, pretty much. One thing we will do, we'll add a polished tuff underneath these here, and then a polished andesite behind. And then underneath those polished andesites, we're going to place a tuff slab, like that. So that is the front of the build done. Moving on to the sides, it's pretty much just a... Actually... Well, yeah. Let's do the top first. The top is actually a little confusing, but not too bad. For starters, we need to get an idea of where everything's going to go. So we're going to place a tuff, andesite, tuff, andesite, tuff, andesite, tuff, andesite. So you're going to end on andesite back here. Same thing on this side. It's like this. So this is just so we know how far back we're going. I believe it'll be 2 tuff blocks in the middle. You don't have to fill this in, but I'm just going to, because why not? So now what we're going to do is we're going to do 2 tuffs, 2 andesites, 2 tuffs, 2 andesites, 2 tuffs, 2 andesites, 2 tuffs, 2 andesites, 2 tuffs. Okay. Beneath this andesite, 2 tuffs, 2 andesites, 2 tuffs, 2 andesites, 2 tuffs, 2 andesites. Just like that. And then from here, this is all going to be a mixed pattern. So just tuffs on top of andesites and andesites on top of tuffs. So just a mixed pattern. So yeah, that's basically, that's the rest of the statue. We're just going to be doing this. So yeah. Pretty simple though. The movie of Blade Trinity, though, is not going to be simple. It's probably going to be at least a 30 to 45 minute video, just because I don't know what they were thinking with that design. You'll see what I'm talking about when we do that tutorial. But so there's that side, and then the other. Yeah, so Dracula is the villain of Blade Trinity, and they for some reason made him look like a freaking demon. So, yeah. Get it? Because blood's red and demons are red, so it makes sense. That's just what I imagined them saying in the pitch meeting where they were trying to come up with designs for Dracula. Not like a Christopher Lee man in a cloak. We are almost there. And there we go. So let me get rid of my materials here. And my hand. So yeah, there he is, guys. That is the Reaper. So yeah, pretty simple statue. Not much to him. But yeah. So thank you guys all so much for watching. And I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye-bye.